Alright, my name is Wade Branch, and today we're going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in 2018 in the business world. So first, what's not? Please the boss businesses are what's not in 2018. What is this? A please the boss business is one that in which everyone in the company seeks to make happy the person that's above them. Whether it's their manager, or maybe it's the employer, but it's upper management is the focus of everyone's work. You got to make the guy above you happy. And in 2018, that is starting to go out the door. Here we have a diagram of in the past, the distribution of company concern. People have placed the employees at the bottom, and management gets all of the attention and all the focus in people's efforts. Now, this is partly based on Dave Ulrich's model of HR rules. As you can see, he had 4 different components that he emphasized in his ideas, but what people have done and what companies have done has made the strategic partner idea the primary focus of their businesses. And that primary focus is being a strategic partner means that everyone seeks to be a part of the upper management and be a part of the goals of the managers to be on their side, to make them happy. And that gets you promotions. When you make the manager happy, you do what he wants you to do, that gets people promotions, and that's what everyone wants, right? They want to climb the ladder. But this process of only looking out to make your boss happy and do what he wants you to do comes with problems, and it comes with repercussions. In a poll taken by Gallup, it said that 85% of people hate their jobs. 85% of employees hate their jobs. So while management is the center of attention and everyone is looking to make the managers happy, somehow the employees are getting lost in that shuffle. And the employees usually make up the majority of a company. So that is a problem if you are a business, because you're represented by so many more people than just the upper management, than just the employer or the CEO of a company. The large majority of your company not being happy is a huge issue to both business owners and obviously the employees themselves. Now, these please the boss businesses don't just hurt the employee. They also hurt the employer as well, because these situations, these strategies of pleasing the boss focuses on the wrong goal. Now, it focuses on the wrong goal to the detriment of the employer, because when employees are always seeking to impress their manager, they're not actually focusing on the task of doing their job the best. They're trying to make the man or woman above them happy. And this, in turn, creates an ill-focused employer. But it gets the job done right and makes your manager happy. But the problem is they're not focusing on the right goal. And when people are focusing on the wrong goal, the employee is not going to make the best decisions and the best work for the company in the long run. For example, if I, as an employee, know the best way to do a job in one situation, but I say, you know what, I know another way that'll make my boss happier, even if I don't get the job done well. You have a conflict of interest that is set up by these relationships. Number 2 is the employee is put in a bad position when they do not look to do the best job, because when an employee leaves a company and only knows how to make their boss happy, they don't have marketable skills and marketable experience because they weren't focused on the job at hand and doing the best job possible. You have a problem. That employee is leaving without the skills and the focus as a worker that they need to have. So that leads us into what is hot for 2018. You have workers who are unhappy and who will ultimately not do a good job, because unhappy workers are those people who are interacting with your customers, who are creating company culture wherever they go. So with all these problems at hand, what's hot? is employee-focused businesses in 2018. Now, a great example of this is Southwest Airlines. And their whole philosophy is all of your employees, the people on the planes, the attendants, the flight attendants, the workers are all creating the company culture, the customer experience that people are paying for, right? They're not usually interacting with the managers. These customers on the planes do not interact with the managers usually. It's the people on the ground level that can see and feel their employees with them. And this employee focus has led to award-winning customer service for Southwest Airlines, who serves over 100 million customers annually. So this company has clearly shown that when you put your employee first and you put them at the focus, that is going to trickle down. You take care of your employees, they will then take care of the customers better, and the sales have been through the roof for this company. The bottom line is it is so simple and so holistic that you can't go wrong if you start creating the right company culture, going in the right direction. Now, some ways of looking at what today's employee wants. 87% of workers in a study taken by Gallup said that they value work-life balance as a high priority. So one of the things workers today are going to want, if you want to make them happy, if you want to create happy employees in a healthy work environment for these employees, is give them a work-life balance. People don't want to be stuck on their job all of the time because people have lives to live outside of their work. So if you want to focus on your employees and give them the best experience and the best life possible so that they can turn around and make your business run well, they want a work-life balance. Nick Bloom, an economist at Stanford University, and his colleagues studied 700 firms around the world, and they said that we find more productive, faster-growing, and better-managed firms offer their employees a more attractive work-life balance package. Many companies don't, he said, because they are simply not aware of that connection. Managing large companies is complex and hard. Getting work-life balance practices right is particularly hard, as this is a fast-moving area facilitated by modern IT, and a lot of firms are operating with outdated practices. So, as this business world gets crazier and crazier, things need to slow down. People need to take time to separate for themselves and come back, go back to work, and do a good job at it again. But the constant grind wears on workers, so people need a balance in their lives. For example, Patagonia. This company is committed to its principles of healthy living, outdoor living, social work. This company has a lot of goals outside of its bottom line that is creating a great market position for Patagonia, and their sales have gone through the roof. They continue to grow more and more, and at the core of their business practices is this employee commitment. As you see here in the picture, this guy excuse me, is loading up his surf gear. They have a program where on their breaks, during their time during the day, at work, they can take off and go hit the waves. They want their employees to be part of the experience that they are encouraging. Companies such as Airbnb are offering these kind of travel perks for their own employees so that these workers can take in people and then interact with their customers on a level that they're excited about traveling. They can create a better customer experience and everyone is happier. So companies like Airbnb, Patagonia are able to create holistic, healthy company cultures that help influence their customers to want to be a part of these companies and interact with these companies and be part of the experience. Some other benefits of working at Patagonia are their free yoga centers, their organic cafe, their free scooters and skateboards and hiking trails out the back door of their company. And it's not like their relaxed work style is causing them problems. Since 2008, their profits have tripled and the company has doubled. Now, a huge component to their success is their employee loyalty. When you treat your employees better, they're loyal, They want to work better for you, and the 2,000 employees that they have around the world are very loyal. They have a program for maternity and paternity leave that takes such good care of these people that 100% of them return after their maternity or paternity duties are over for the time being. 100% of them come back and work for the company, and that is the turnover rate for these situations is 25% lower than other companies. So they have a great employee retention rate. And now, this saves the company a lot of money and human resource costs. The time and money it takes to find new employees and train and develop them is massive, especially for these big companies who roll through a lot of employees. But when you can keep an employee and not have to train and develop and show them a new company culture and all that, you save a lot of money in the long run. So it is great for the bottom line as well. So Forbes suggests 5 steps for creating this process. Step number 1 is offer meaningful employee development. Step number 2 is make training part of the culture. Make these people feel like they're part of something that's growing. Show employees they're supported. Create a fun work environment, because why not enjoy life? And 5, give reward and recognition for good performance and for good workers. Because the bottom line is, these employees are creating your company culture, who you're around at work, and they're interacting with the customers. So if you create value with your employees, it will turn into value in your bottom line with your customer.